You know, you're trying to figure out now, how do we get to this blue trail and get down here? Not very clear.
Yeah, like I can come up like here and I can see. This is actually big enough for me to see.
You know, I think pretty easy to mark that this is a particularly accessible trail, or even rate them in terms of their accessibility, or explain if it's just packed earth, if it's packed gravel, if it's paved. That would be good to know too. Okay, it mentions a bench. It's very descriptive. There's a lot here telling you what you're going to see, but they don't say anything about accessibility, if there's any accessibility. They say the route is fairly flat and level, but there are some trees and roots to walk around on the long path. Well, that's important too, because if there are big tree roots, that's hard for me to get around. And we didn't talk really about elevation. If there's a steep path, if I have to go walk uphill is not a problem, but downhill is more of a problem for people, I think, at least for me, who have walkers, because I'm afraid that the walker's going to run away with me.
Sure, Charlotte.
So can you, if you had to stay in your chair, could you get in there and actually use this bathroom?
No. This is too small.
What do you think should be here?
It should be an accessible bathroom. It should be here, even if it has to be like a bigger porta potty or whatever. Like, just make it accessible for people. I think it's crushed blueprint, or it looks like a little bit of like a tiny pieces of gravel or something. It's like not like too. It's not like bumpy or anything.
As far as navigating your wheelchair in this, any problems with it, or is it okay?
It's fine. This part of it's good. It's like easy enough for me. Look, not safe. Do you see that? Here, I'm gonna have to go like right here. Okay, we got not safe and not safe. That is a wheelchair tipping and walker tipping. Watch out, hon. You okay?
Yep.
That was a... Really, my son is a zoomer. He could zoom right into that, and that would be extremely dangerous. He could really flip. I'm a little nervous because there's a giant puddle. She's a little nervous, but Mama, hold on. Because it's like a giant puddle there. Like.
That's a lot of flood.
Okay. Now I'm going to try and go like
Think you can do it?
as much as I can. Oh, she did it. I was nervous. She was nervous, but she did it. Look at this. There's a giant one of nervous. How about you, Josie? How you doing? Do it. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to get around that. I can't get around this at all.
No, you can't go any more farther there. So
And I thought I could go around the way you walk through, but there's no way.
There's a big stump.
Yeah, there's a big stump. So there's
So essentially, this is the
end.
definite end of accessibility.
And it's not the only one. I mean, you can see. There's another giant puddle right there. Two more. Let's try this, just so we can see. So this is a way that somebody could get through.
It's pretty rough.
Except where you can't. You can see where you can't. Yeah, there's I can't. There's a stick.
you can make this more better.
I got you, honey. Like, and there's like,
Taking this all
I
out.
can't. So look, I can't. Like, as soon as so even if you manage to maneuver, there's a stick right here in front of me that I can't get past. If they had another thing around here, I would have been able to, but then I would have another obstacle in my way. For me to put in all that work, for us to only be able to go that short distance, we need to be able to be here more than 15 minutes and enjoy it. Is it against the rules to go look at the water's edge?
No, there's no rule against it.
But these guys couldn't do it.
Right.
Not with my chair, I can't.
I wouldn't ever able to do it either.
Do you think you would want to be able to go see what's on the water? I mean, I would like to see the water. I mean, I would like to see if there was like ducks or something to go see whatever wildlife is living out there on the water.
want the surprise of nature, but you also want no surprises.
That's what we were just saying.
So it's all about, at least for Carol, the fear of falling.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, I get when I'm going up and down stairs at home, every time I feel myself go to, I go,
Yep.
because I'm afraid I'm going to fall. I'm afraid of
Getting stuck.
getting stuck.
And then what's the other thing you're afraid of? Because that's why I hold on. What can happen with your wheelchair?
I can tip.
She can tip.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can
Really?
tip. Yes, if I go at a certain like tilting point, I can tip over.
Yeah. I would love to know this was truly accessible. My son also uses a power wheelchair.
Oh my
And
God.
we both love nature in the same way. Like,
And they're both very capable.
Yep.
But until we know it's a safe area, like there's no reason for me to be attached to her,
Yes.
except that she might run into a spot that's not safe.
Right.
And she'll need me to help her, so I need to be right there.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Which to me suggests that not only do you need to know when you get here that the path is okay, but if you could go online to say
That's
you're
what I was
flooded
just
out
saying.
or we haven't had the maintenance,
Yeah.
so before you
Yeah.
come out, because I'm sure with you guys, we're always planning in advance.
Yep.
So that you come out, if you could check the website, say, today's not a good day. Or we've had a windstorm and there's a lot of branches down, not a good day.
Yeah.
Or we're under repair or something like that.
oh yeah, or we're putting more stuff down and refixing up the path or whatever.
Exactly.
And you know, online or even a signage here, they say it's path accessible, but I'd like to know what that really means. Because,
Yeah,
you know,
what does
sometimes
accessible mean?
we get
Everybody's
to a
definition.
point where we have gravel, and people think that packed gravel makes it accessible, but sometimes that can be hard because your wheels can get stuck in the gravel. So
yeah.
to really explain that maybe there are different grades of accessibility. You know, maybe there's it's specified. This is fine for people with canes. This is fine for people in walkers. This is fine for people with wheelchairs, however.
The Department of Justice at the United States level puts out a accessibility guidelines document. I don't know if you've ever taken a look at it. It's a pretty lengthy document. It's
yes.
very specific on things like the material that a walking path can be made of, how dense it needs to be, how wide it needs to be, the maximum slope and cross slopes like left and right. There's a very specific set of things if something wants to be, to meet the legal definition of accessible.
ADA.
Right,
yes.
the ADA compliant pathway, that means something. And there are very strict definitions. If they're tagged as accessible,
Then they would.
they do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
they
wonder
might
how
rate
that
it. Maybe they.
That applies to buildings, certainly. But I don't know, like for nature.
Not everything.
Yeah.
But if there's a trailhead like this, and the trail is marked as an accessible trail, it certainly does. The walking path and accessible pathways.
Hi, this is Mayor Jackie Vesey from Evesham Township. We want to thank the Pinelands Preservation Alliance for their continued support and advocacy to preserving our natural resources within the Pinelands. Recently, Evesham Township received an Inclusive Healthy Community grant as well to survey the community at large and township staff members to understand how we can better provide services to all our residents, inclusive to those with disabilities. We are currently in the midst of the survey, and once completed, the data obtained will help us incorporate policies into the Township Master Plan. This is a great opportunity to work in partnership with the Pinelands Preservation Alliance so we can be an inclusive community and serve everyone equally. Thank you so much. Have a great day.